Jenin is in many ways a symbol of what's going on the West Bank as a whole. With us now are Sinijlawi, a Fatah activist from Jerusalem, and Danny Ayalon here in the studio. Still, let me start with you, Summer. Looks like the PA is trying to sort of get Jenin back from the hands of Hamas and Islamic Jihad.
Well, the PA will not be able to get back Jenin from the hands of Iran. The competition is here between the PA and Iran, and we all fall in the trap of this, what they call it, the Bidul policy, separating Gaza from the West Bank. It all led us to this situation that Gaza is more connected to Iran, and now we have Iran at 5 minutes from Afula, growing in Jenin, and it can control more areas. The policy of separation should be not Gaza from the West Bank. It should be separating the whole Palestinian areas, connecting Gaza and the West Bank and separating all of them from Iran. And this needs steps, and I don't think that the current Israeli government or coalition understands it. It is very illusionary to dream that anybody from the Saudi Arabia now will talk about normalization with Israel, with pogroms happening every day in Safa or Hawara or Tormos Aya. This current right-wing government, the extremes inside this government in particular, they don't believe in two-state solution. They don't believe in a binational state. And thus, what they are trying to do is pogroms, ethnical cleansing. They should get rid of the Palestinians. And they are imposing their agenda on everybody. Now they control the Likud, and thus they control the whole political system. So we need to make a bidul, another separation between the Likud and the right wing. The Likud should go back to the middle, to the center.
Oh, well, that's a big Israeli political argument. Danny,
it is a big political argument, but without a change in the PA, without Abbas going back home and having a new political leadership that is more opening to have ideas outside of the box, and without a parallel leadership in Israel that is really willing to advance the political and diplomatic tracks, we are all in a catch-22 situation. We are all stuck in the status quo, and the leaders of the status quo are both Abbas and Netanyahu. They own the pattern of this chaos.
Your analysis here, Danny.
Well, I would say there is a lot of merit in your guests, except that he failed to mention the responsibility of the Palestinians. You know, according to all the commitments, international obligations they took upon themselves since '93 on, they were to provide security and to handle counterterrorism in all their areas, especially in Judea and Samaria, and they did not. Although I do agree that it's Iran behind everything. Iran is really seeing now an opportunity. Jenin has always been a bastion of radical Islam. Actually, as Adin, what's his name? As
Izzadin al-Qassam.
Izzadin al-Qassam is from Jenin. You know, this is where the whole history, the whole, I would say, ethos of radical Islam is. I also am not sure that the Palestinians, the Palestinian Authority, will be able to regain control over there. However, they are trying, and what you mentioned today is the visit of the foreign diplomats in Jenin gives them the guise, let's say the reason why to enter PA forces in order to protect the diplomats. Whether this will be long-lived, I'm afraid we'll have to wait and see.